What's up, internet? ThatTrocket here, and I kind of want to do first, let me say that I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I've been thinking about making videos again, but it's been a minute, and I always have an idea in my head for a video that I want to make, but I just don't act on me making that video. So apologies for that. But I have a video that I kind of want to do that's a bit different from some stuff that I did. Well, not too different, but it'll be similar and different from the type of videos that I've been doing anyways. Now I'm just going off the dome on this video a bit. Usually the videos that I make are scripted, but I'm kind of just winging it, and I have my computer up with some bullet points so I know what I'm talking about, but I don't have like a full-on script for this video, so I kind of want to make it more authentic. The last video that I've done that I made that I did the exact same thing with, just to make it like a more authentic video, was a video that I did of MK1 when Homelander and Farrah was coming out. And yeah, I kind of wanted to do just like a storytime video, and the main storytime video that I really wanted to do because of some of my talents are animation storytime videos, like, like Art One's Out, Swoozy, Jaden, Domix, Emirichu, those type of videos. But I don't have the equipment, or I don't have all the pieces of the equipment to make a video like that. So I'm just gonna do just a straight storytime video with some gameplay in the background that I hope you enjoy, and I might make a video in the future about that gameplay, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna promise, especially because of the way my upload schedule is right now. I can't really promise too much, but in this video I kind of wanted to talk about a past relationship that I've had before. I wanted to talk about my first ever girlfriend. Now, I call her my first girlfriend, but I was kind of in a relationship with somebody when I was a bit younger. And this girl that I'm calling my first girlfriend, this was in high school, but there was another girl when I was like just about to come out of middle school that I guess I can say we were in a relationship, but I called this girl my first girlfriend and not the other, because I felt like we were too young to be saying you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, and we were a bit more immature at that time. And I guess I got a bit more wiser and mature when I went to high school. But I can definitely say, looking back at it now, I felt like I was even more immature, and I'm more mature right now than I was before. But I guess all that stuff really comes with age, and you're always going to keep on thinking that as you get older and older and older, and thinking about that stuff, and just So this girl, I'm going to call her Emma, and I had first met Emma in my sophomore year of high school, and this is when COVID was hitting and all of that. COVID had happened in my freshman year, and we was all in quarantine at that time. But after all of that had happened, we had came back to school finally for the next year. And all my friends here in my sophomore year were friends previously, well, from my freshman year as well, but we didn't really see each other because of COVID. And they were also in my middle school. It was all my middle school friends that was transferring to the same high school that I was. So I guess too much actually didn't change at all. But when I had first met Emma, it was in my sophomore year, and I didn't know her. I didn't know her from my middle school. To me, she was a completely different person, a completely new person. But she could have been from my middle school, and I just never noticed her or something. When I had first met her, she was kind of it was a table that we had all sat in with my friends, and she would kind of just sit there too, and she kind of got acquainted with my friend group that we was in, so we would always see her at the same table with a couple other girls that we knew and kind of didn't know at the same time. I'm 19 now. I was 15 when I first started dating her, and the whole relationship itself lasted for 2 months. But when I first like really noticed Emma, I just looked at her, and just looking at her, and I was just like, target acquired. She was just I just looked at her. She just looked like a really attractive girl. She had all the curves in the right places. And after a few months in school, I started to talk to her more and more and more, to the point where I became very familiar with her. And eventually I had started developing feelings for her, and I started to like her. And I don't know what it was about this specific day where I first asked her out, but I just, there was no fear in me at all when I had asked her out, which is surprising considering how I started asking girls out after our relationship had ended. And I was just thinking in my head, you know what? I'll ask her out and I'll tell her I like her. If she says yes, that's cool. If she rejects me, then it's whatever. It's whatever. So I told her I had liked her while we were walking to the bus one time, and I asked her if she would like to get to know me more so I could build a relationship and so we could be girlfriend and boyfriend. And she actually said that she thought I was cute as well, and she would like to get to know me too. And then she had got on her bus, and after that whole conversation, I'm walking away like, thank you God. Is this my reward for doing my homework? This is my reward for doing my homework, isn't it? The next day we started talking more, and then I had asked her the next day, I had asked her, would you like to start a relationship with me? Now, this whole problem is I was trying to move way too fast, and I thought, because I was 15, and I had just thought that you're supposed to, like, once you ask a girl out, then it's just boyfriend and girlfriend immediately. And that was a huge problem considering how it ended, but I got way too attached to this girl way too fast. But she had actually said yes, so then I started dating this girl, and I'm saying dating in parentheses because the whole relationship happened way too fast. But I say a month into this relationship, it felt like I was truly dating her and that she was truly my girlfriend. I started walking her to her classes. She would always sit beside me in the cafeteria at morning and lunch. And I even called her at my house at 5 in the morning before school had started. And during this month, I had also kissed her about 2 times. And I don't know what it was about this relationship and this girl, but I felt like but during this month into the relationship, there were some red flags waving that I was just ignoring them, or I was pushing away the people that were waving around the red flags that I was choosing to avoid. And the red flags were, one, she wouldn't mind if other dudes touched up on her sometimes and choked her, which I don't know why that's so, like, why girls get turned on by being choked, but I guess that's something. And that was something that she was into. And the second red flag was that I got an actual warning from somebody letting me know that she was a hoe. And it was from a guy that I knew but I didn't knew. He was like an acquaintance, and it was when we were in the gym together, and she was sitting beside me, and we had a couple of people by us laughing and cracking jokes, and he straight up told me that, hey, she's a hoe. Now, I didn't really take it to heart because I thought everybody was just joking, so I thought he was joking. But I wish I had listened to what he had said. Now, next month comes along, and it was February. So I thought this month I'm going to get her something for Valentine's Day, which I ended up doing. And I ended up getting her flowers, a teddy bear, and I got her a box of chocolates, which was $20 in total. $20 in total, by the way. And at this point, I was too attached to her, and I was even convincing myself that I had loved her, which, thinking about it now, is so embarrassing. The way I got so attached to this girl and the way I thought that I really loved this girl, and we were only 2 months into the relationship. This indeed was a high school relationship. And surprisingly, she had also gave me something for Valentine's Day too. And I want you to guess what it was. Meanwhile, by the way, I got her flowers, teddy bear, and a box of chocolates. $20. $20, by the way. And she got me. Hi, I'm Professor Trocket. And before commentator Trocket tells you what Emma got him for Valentine's Day, let's play a game and guess what she got him. Did she A, give him a teddy bear, a rose, and some chocolate? B, give him a chance to see his father again? C, give him some of that coochie? Or D, give him a written card made with a sheet of paper from her class? And remember, no cheating. She got me, bro. I can't believe she got me this. She had got me a written card. In the card, she was just telling me that she liked being around me and that she appreciated the gifts and that she loved me. But I wasn't worried about the card. I was wondering where's my gifts too.
What what you doing? I, I don't think you read it though. I wrote like a long
I
like.
read it. Where's the money?
What you mean the money? What are you talking about, Trey?
Where where's the money though? Like,
I mean, I ain't put no money in it, because you know how it is, man. It's
where's the money?
the economy been rough, man. I just ain't.
Okay. Where's
Hey
the
yo,
money?
was that?
And I was like, I had told her, I was like, dang, I spent $20 on you and this is what you get me? And she gonna say, it's the thought that counts. But I ain't worried about the thoughts. I'm worried about my gifts too. But other than all of that, I thought I had found the one. My perfect girlfriend, my high school sweetheart. But everything changed when this hoe attacked. One day at the end of school, I had walked out the building and I had saw her walking with some dude. Now, at this point, we had already kissed. I had already kissed her 2 times, and it's been 2.5 months into the relationship. I just saw both of them walk. I just saw both of them talking and walking together. So instead of walking just straight towards them, being like, "Hey, what's up?" I had just crept from behind. Like they were both up. They were both in front of me. I was just like behind. I wasn't too far behind and I wasn't too close. I was just like at a good distance to where I could hear them but kind of couldn't hear them. And I'm surprised that they didn't see me or they didn't notice me when I was walking behind them. And while I'm at that distance, while I'm just there, just creeping up behind them, I see both of them kiss each other right in front of my face. And my heart just dropped. So instead of just walking up to or just walking instead of just walking right up there and saying Mortal Kombat, I decided to just pause, and I decided to walk away, and I decided to meet her at the front of the school. Now she had got there and met me, and I was just walking with her, being silent while we were walking to the bus, and I just played dumb. Now I would always walk her to her classes in school, and I would always walk her to the bus stop because her bus would get there before my bus would at school. So I would always walk her to her bus first, and I just played dumb while we were walking to her bus, and I was just like, so how was that kiss? And she was like, huh? I was like, how was that kiss? And she was like, you mean our kiss? I was like, no, how was that kiss? And I kept playing dumb until we got to her bus. And then I was just like, I saw you kiss that dude. I saw you. I was right behind you and I saw you kiss them. And I saw you kiss him. Now, after I said all of that, and she was just like, she was just like, you could tell like her face was the face of somebody that's been caught. And Now after her bus had left, after that whole confrontation, after her getting on her bus, I had waited on mine, and I honestly thought I would be more upset than I actually was. Like I thought I would have started like crying or sobbing, but I was just more angry and confused than upset. And I mean, believe me when I say I was upset that she cheated on me, but it was just like I was just more confused and angry. Now, after this whole situation, I just kept my distance, and I didn't talk to her. I didn't talk to her for the rest of the school year. And my junior year has started, and I kind of started talking to her again. And in the end, I ended up forgiving her, which may sound weird. It's like, why would you forget a girl that cheats on you? But the thing is, she was also a part. She was also still a part of a friend group that I was already in, so there wasn't really any way of avoiding her. Like I when she cheated on me, I kept my distance from her for the rest of the school year. But my junior school year coming up, I couldn't really keep my distance. She was already a part of a friend group that I was a part of, and I would always see her, so it would just be really awkward just to be like just to have that moment of us staring at each other, knowing that she did this. And there's some people may be like, what the fuck, or you simping hardcore, but just listen to me real quick. After this whole relationship, I had actually learned a lot. I now since then I haven't been in a relationship at all, but I had learned a lot from just this one relationship that I was in. And what I learned was most high school relationships don't work out. Some of them do, but most of them don't work out, and that's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with a high school relationship not working out. Sometimes I always think that the first relationship really don't work out, and there's a reason for that. It's so you can learn. And two, I had learned to never get attached so fast and to always listen to the red flags. My whole mistake was that I got way too attached to this girl way too fast, and I wasn't listening to any advice that I had got from other people about her. Even when you get a little advice or a negative note from somebody who knows her, I just feels like that it's important to just keep it in the back of your mind sometimes. And three, I had learned to always improve myself for me and me only. When I started dating this girl, I started showering more, brushing my teeth more, putting on cologne, washing my face. And when I had stopped dating her, I had stopped doing all of that. And my mother had even made a joke about it. She was like, now that you don't got a girlfriend anymore, you're not gonna take a shower anymore. And I had a conversation about my friend about this too after she had cheated on me, and I had told him all the self-care I was doing for her. And he said, bro, you weren't supposed to be doing that for her. You were supposed to be doing that for yourself. Now in the end, I ended up forgiving her. But best believe I never forgot about any of this. As you can tell from this video that I'm making of her, I didn't really talk to her too much. Now after graduation, I had blocked her. I had blocked her on everything. But the relationship that we had, that we did have, changed my perspective on speaking to girls and setting boundaries, which is something that's important to every relationship. I The relationship I had was when I was 15 years old, okay? And I'm 19 now. And so I haven't been in a relationship since then, but I can't really say I've learned too many skills either, since I've never really tried to approach too many girls after this had happened. Now, trust me, there were some times where I tried to get in a relationship with another person, and there were some dates that I had actually went on after this had happened. But this whole first relationship just changed my whole perspective of what to do and what not to do. And it's important in a relationship, the first thing that you should start doing, and not just in a relationship but in friendships too, to start setting boundaries and to tell them what you don't like and what you like and what you don't like. And if they can't meet that boundary, then don't date them. I guess the relationship is over. You shouldn't be trying to let people break your boundaries just because of how they look. If it's something that you're not comfortable with and it's something that you don't want them doing, then you need to put a little bit more self-respect, and you got to tell them, hey, I don't like this. And if they're not fucking with that, then hey, I guess the relationship is over. If you can't meet my boundaries. So I guess from this whole experience, I kind of thank her for that.